All right, good morning, everyone. I know I'm a bit late. A bit late. Oh, okay, well, this is what I had yesterday. I don't think I'm gonna erase all of it. I won't erase these zones I had up here. I'll probably erase this one though. I'll erase these zones that have been touched. Okay, yeah, and that's it. Um, but nothing. I mean, we haven't really moved ever since what is it called? Yesterday. So it's not like I really have to redo everything, but I will recheck for zones. We have this new 3 hour zone, which is clean. Where is it? Boom. And the zone that I'm really paying attention to today is most likely going to be this 30-minute zone, which we've tapped into twice already and we've rejected it. So I do like that. Let's see what else could be a zone. This is a 15-minute zone. I took the longs from yesterday. We've been going up ever since. Which is funny because I was trying to take longs yesterday from all the way up here. Because I really wanted us to tap this zone all the way up here, but the market sold off first before it really bought up. So in reality, I got in on a pullback, which is clean. You can also see the price action from yesterday on the bigger time frame. It looks very wicky. I won't be surprised if today's like that as well. Um, Hold up. My bad, guys. I was in an important call. That's why I'm late. But good thing I didn't delete everything on my chart. Then I would have needed to restart from zero. Okay, the dogs are going crazy. Okay. I mean, I don't really see any more zones on the bigger time frame. Most likely there is some on the smaller one. Like this 30-minute zone, this is a really good zone. I rather just focus on the 3 hour zone. This could be a 30-minute zone as well. It's not too clean. I rather focus on this 3 hour. We also have this 15-minute supply zone, which I like. We've rejected it here. Clean rejection. We have a bunch of stacked supply zones. That's the thing. And it's been like that for a while now. And like I said, I really do think the more we tap into a zone, the more likely we are to break it. I wouldn't be surprised if the longs continue today. That's not me creating a bias, it's just me saying what I think. At the end of the day, I really just have to see how the market reacts to the zones and not create a bias. Yeah, I think that's it for the zones. Um, Not surprised we have a bunch of stacked supply zones up here, like we have been for weeks, 2 weeks at this point. The zone I'm really paying attention to is this 3 hour zone. I think it's pretty clean. What else is there? This 30-minute zone is clean as well. It's also a 15 zone. But I wanted to zoom out and see which one would be the. I know this one's clean, so I'm gonna color this gold. If we zoom out on this area, we can see rejections off of both sides, which is good. It's exactly what I want to see. On this 30-minute zone as well. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the market opens up. Now I want to check what happened overnight. Again, I haven't looked at the charts at all. This I'm a bit in a rush today. I'm a bit in a rush. Okay, the overnight session wasn't that crazy, which is not surprising. That's how it's been recently. We've seen slower overnight sessions, which I mean, I don't really think much about. I don't trade the overnight session, but I do think it gives you a good hint to what's gonna happen. Something I've realized as well, the past couple hours, we've been chopping up on VWAP, which is not good. So hopefully we get away from VWAP and we don't move sideways on it. Honestly, if we move sideways on VWAP today, I'll be very quick to call it a day. I have a webinar at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern. So in a couple hours, I do have to prepare for that. So yeah, if you guys are interested, it'll be like a live masterclass. We'll really be going over like the psychological pattern on what happens when you get close to, like a big goal, like getting close to a payout or getting close to passing your funded. So if you're interested, the link is below, I'm pretty sure, to register. And then at the end of it, we'll be giving away 10 Lucid accounts. So let's go. I'm excited for sure. Anyways, the market opened up. Let's see. Okay, I don't want to judge it. We're just a minute into market open. So let's see. I was gonna be quick to judge it because we're right at VWAP, but I'm gonna be patient. Now that I look at this, hmm. So yeah, I really liked this 30-minute zone. We'll see how it opens up. If it's like a choppy opening, I'll probably be betting for a reversal down here, something like this. But I don't know. It really depends how the market is, and it's pretty soon to judge it. Let's see. What was this? We also had an 8:30 news. I do want to check what that was. I think it was PPI. I know yesterday it was CPI. Yeah, PPI. Okay, cool. How big was it? Okay, definitely a smaller candle than yesterday, which is not a surprise. The CPI candle was for sure going to be the biggest news candle this week. Yeah, yesterday's 8:30 news candle was almost a thousand ticks, so it was almost double than this. Just for us to compare this to yesterday. It definitely looks lower volume for sure. This is probably its slowest opening this week. But again, I don't want to judge it too soon. Sometimes the first 5 minutes just say it all. And I feel like that's what's going on here. It's also Weird Wednesday. You guys know, I don't know, for me, last year my data said most of my losing days were on Wednesdays. Which is not a surprise because there's something that's up with Wednesdays. Might be a no trade day. It might be. It might be. We also have news for 10 a.m. It's probably not high impact news. See, usually I would take long here after we tap a zone and then we break this 1 minute wick. And this could play out. The longs could play out. I'm just not taking it because we're at VWAP and there is a good chance we do something like this. So I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna wait for us to get away from here. If the longs play out, then good, right? Because then we'll be at this 15-minute zone up here, which is very clean. It's a very clean zone. Yeah, we rejected it earlier. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Again, I don't want to judge it too soon, but right now the 1 minute time frame is chopped. So what I would want to see from in order for me to trade is honestly I'd want to get away from VWAP. Um yeah, whether it's up to this 15-minute zone or down here to this 15-minute zone. That's what I'm waiting for. Is this these levels. And honestly I'd want to see that before 10 a.m. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what US 30 did. US 30 is going up, which is also going up to this 4 hour supply zone. So very similar to NASDAQ, where it has this 4 hour supply zone. Yeah, but damn, the bigger time frame on US 30, it's not my thing. It's really not. It's definitely cleaner on NASDAQ. Okay, we're definitely chopping up at VWAP. It could be a day where it's choppy the first 30 minutes and then it plays out very clean a bit later. That does happen a lot. You just got to be patient. And I feel like usually I would be pretty patient, but in today's case, I do have a busy day ahead. So I will be quick to call it a day today, whether I take a trade or not. Okay, we're heading down. This is good. Good for me. Going down to this 15-minute zone. Okay, this is a 1 minute candle close below the 30-minute zone. In this case, if we continue to go down and I miss out on that move, which I probably would if it happens very quickly, if that does happen, then same thing. I just wait for it to see how it reacts on here. But like I've been saying, I've been looking for a lot of reversals recently because that's what's been playing out. Okay, this is the last minute of this 5 minute candle. We have rejected this 15-minute zone. Let's see if the longs continue. Okay, yeah, that's not really what I wanted to see for the longs. So I'm going to take off my order. Unless this closes out above this 15-minute zone, then I'd be considering it. But let's see. Okay, yeah, the shorts look like they're going to continue. I'm gonna try shorts here. I'm gonna try to target 825, which is a pretty small take profit. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is a breakout trade. I'm expecting us to continue to break below the zone and go to this next one, which is a 3 hour zone, 3 hour demand zone down here. I like where the stop loss is too. I think if I get stopped out, we'll go straight back up to VWAP and continue to move sideways. So I do like where the stop loss is. The take profit really is really not that good. It's probably like a 1-to-1 trade. And honestly, I'll probably trail it once it gets down here to 824, which is a pretty small trade, like I said. Yeah, 28 points. Yeah, and if I get stopped out, I'd probably call it day. Not gonna lie. I think if I get stopped, like I said, I do think the longs would come in, but I don't know if I'd want to get back in another trade. Oh, it's gonna be the 15-minute candle close. Let's see where this pushes to. I definitely want to see this 15-minute candle close below 885, which so far it does look like it's doing that. Okay, cool. All right, we're about to tap into this 3 hour demand zone. Definitely could trail it here or take profit here. I'm trying to see if it goes down to the 50% line, which is at 786. I'm gonna break even though. Yeah, because it could reverse from here. I mean, it could also retest the zone, then go back down. Let's see. I mean, it already tapped the zone though. Technically, TP was already hit. Now I'm just kind of waiting for more at this point, seeing what it does. Okay. What would be okay, 751. Let's see. We're about to tap this 50% line soon. Honestly, I'm gonna trail on the 1 minute just because I just feel like we could definitely bounce from here. It could be like a range play. Let's see how it reacts at the 80s. Yeah, also with my new stop, I feel like if I get stopped out and profit, the longs will continue from there. Okay, this is a good take profit here. This 50% line. I mean, if this closes below 785, I do think we'd hit 100 points. The volume is great. We're not really wicking or chopping up. I'm going to trail it tighter here. All right, I got out there fully. I think that's a good take profit. But again, I do think if it closes below 784, shit, the next stop could be fucking all the way down here. Sorry for cursing. It's too early to curse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do think if it gets below 785, at least like a 5 minute candle close. Mm. See, the 5 minute didn't close below it, it closed right on it. But the selling pressure is very aggressive. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I think if we get below this 3 hour zone, we could easily go down to 640 down here. That would be a pretty big move. I mean, to be fair though, that was a big move by itself. I would say now it's just down to the volume. If the volume continues strong, we're gonna go lower. If not, we'll range. We'll go back into this range up here. This was a good trade though. I mean, I honestly wasn't expecting all of this. The stop loss was good. If my stop loss was tighter, this trade would have been an L and that would have sucked. But I actually let it breathe. Yeah, I won't lie. Sizing down, oh my gosh. Sizing down has been probably the best decision. Yeah. If this trade was 100 ticks, I would have gotten ticked out and that would have been that. But just letting it breathe more, crazy. It is a Wednesday though. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nasty conditions all week. Yeah, it's funny. This is it's probably the best opening. It had a rough start, but the continuation down definitely could have capitalized on it. It's not like, the past 2 days where it's been more of like a, how do I say it? It's been more of like a more fake outs, like you think it'll break out higher and then it reverses. Where in today's case, you think it's gonna break out lower and it does. Unless we completely reverse from here, then I'd take those words back. Yeah, today was clean. Let's see. I'll wait 8 more minutes. I want to see what happens at 10. But honestly, I think I'm done for the day. That was a pretty good trade. Was that $137? Oh, okay, no. Why does it say $137? Oh, yeah, that trade. Oh, so that's 137 per contract, which was 3 micros. So in total on each account made 400, which is clean. Clean. Definitely closer to these payouts. So far on my lineup, I got 10 funded accounts, 5 with Lucid, 5 with Tradeify, and they're copy traded, meaning if I request a payout from them, it'll be 20K with mostly trading 3 micros. And honestly, that'll be a pretty big change in my trading. No, all of the payouts I've gotten are with 50K account. Well, yeah, most of them. They're 50K accounts with 5 micros. In this case, it would be 50K accounts with 3 micros instead of 5, which is cool. That definitely shows my trading is changing for the better, which is crazy because I'm just sizing down. Nothing really much has changed. But with sizing down, I've been able to get way better stop losses. It's been helping a bunch. Anyways, I'm trying to see if yeah, this looks like a clean bounce off of the 3 hour zone. At least on the 5 minute time frame, it looks like we're gonna bounce off from here. Which I won't be surprised because that's been the play of the week is range plays. Let's see if the longs continue from here. I'm not gonna take it, but I do want to see if it plays out. Let's see. Yeah, they could go up at least to the opening range. Which is at 831 all the way up here. I think the opening range is gonna be a big hint as well. Like if we get up there, we reject it, we're gonna go lower. If we go back inside the opening range, we're just gonna continue to range. Probably go back up to VWAP. Do you offer a course? I don't offer a course. I'm pretty sure if you join the free community though, you could access the free course. But it's not like something I advertise, like get the free course. But at one point I did. I was like, hell yeah, if you want a free course, there it is. In the playlist. I don't think it's in the playlist. I know it's on the I don't even think that's the thing though. I don't even think I have the link for it because it's through WAP. It's like a free WAP uh community, and that's where the courses are. Okay, this is a good question. Do you only use 3 micros when trying to pass the eval, or is that only for funded? Yeah, it's only for funded. Um, it's honestly kind of a bad habit that I have with evals, but it works out fine. I trade the evals pretty aggressively. I do. I mean, I made like 1 to 3, no, maybe 1 to 2 full NQ contracts. So that'd be like 20 micros. And again, like with the evals, it's like I don't even wait for a plus setup. It's more of like a in and out type of thing. And for my evals, I trade a bunch of Asia session. Like I'm talking random times. It's just a quick in and out type of thing. Especially if it's like a 1 day pass. Oh, if it's a 1 day pass account, I'm all in. And again, like it works 50-50. I lose some, I win some. But then like once you get funded, then I'm like, okay, let me lock in on this funded account. Let me take it serious. Let me try to have an edge on this funded account. You know? Cuz it's like the thing with a funded account is there's more emotions tied into it. It's like every loss is like it hits more cuz it's like it feels like you're getting farther away from your payout or something. But like if it's a small loss, then it's not as bad. It's just like, okay, I took a loss. It's not my day. Or I read the market wrong, right? Or the market is not on my side. Something like that. Anything about today's webinar? I mean, not really. Not really. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy my time. This is my first webinar, so I mean, but I don't think it's gonna be like hard or anything. It's really like if you've watched one of my presentation videos where I talk about a topic and then like I show a presentation, that's what it's more of like, but it's going to be live. And then afterwards I'll do a really good Q&A, and then I'll give away the funded accounts. Or sorry, not funded accounts. They're not funded. They're just prop for accounts. They're evals. I think it's 5 Lucid Flex accounts and then 5 Lucid Pro accounts, 50Ks. Yes, that's what it is. Is it better to play it safe with evals? Yes. I think in the beginning, yes. When you're first starting to trade, when you're first getting your payouts, and you're like trying to prove your edge and stuff, yeah, I think it's very important to take your eval serious. Okay, the longs did pop in. We're at this opening range. Let's see. I'm thinking if we reject the opening range, we'll make lower lows. If we come back inside the opening range, we'll go straight to VWAP. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so far this looks like a clean bounce off this 3 hour demand zone. Perfect on the 5 minute. Perfect. Won't be able to make it. I'll be at work. I think it'll be recorded. So if you still want to see it, you should still register. So I'm pretty sure it'll be recorded, and then if you registered, you'll get emailed the recording. The link should be. Let me double check. Hold on, let me find the link really quick. Okay, I found it. I'm not sure if that link works though. Oh yeah, it should. How can we get eval account? Will it be randomly selected? Yeah, it will be randomly selected, but it'll only be for the people that are live in the webinar. I made 444 today. Should I go back in for more trades? That's up to you, right? If you feel like you caught your A plus setup, I'd call it a day. And then it also depends, like if you're in an eval or if you're in a funded, it's really up to you. Lucid kind of gamified trading, in my opinion. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I'd like to hear why you think that. Gamified. I feel like maybe you're saying that because maybe of their crates, their lucid crates. All props. Okay, Lonnie, I made 50K this year so far. Profit. All props. But this month been struggling. I want to break 100K this year. I hit 100K last year, and I had a couple bad months. It's part of it, right? It's just down to you spotting your mistakes, or going over your losses, or looking at the mirror, right? What have I been doing wrong? What I could do better? But like don't feel like you don't know how to trade anymore, because you do, right? You've gotten payouts. Bad months are just part of it. Everyone always wants to talk about how fun trading, how great it is, until you're on a losing streak. Until you haven't gotten a payout in a couple weeks. But like it's part of it. Trust me. Last year I made 100K off of prop firm payouts, and I had a couple months where I struggled. It was just part of it. In that webinar, do you teach your full trading method? So I don't teach the full trading method. I mean, if you're interested in that, I've done videos where I talk about my strategy, like all the way through. But the webinar is going to be talking more about like the finish line effect. Basically, it's this behavioral pattern that happens when you get close to a big goal. Right? When you get close to passing a funded account, or sorry, passing an eval, or when you get close to a payout and then it disappears. You know? It's more of like the psychology aspect of it. But yeah, I have a bunch of videos where I do trade recaps, and all of my trade recap videos are literally copy and pasted because all the trades I take are the same. They're all the same. That's why I don't do much trade recaps anymore because they just felt repetitive. But honestly, like I should keep doing them because repetition is the key to success. Is doing the same thing over and over again, especially with trading. Your hair though? Yo, I have look at the back of my head. It looks pretty bad. The front looks great. But like when you look at the back, it's like, whoa. Like it kind of looks like I have a bigger head, kind of. But I'm gonna keep it there. I also work a real job full time. I made more off of prop, so you're right, I gotta take it slow, find my mistakes. Yeah, and like just remember like losses are part of it. Okay, wow, these songs really came in. How many points was this? Yo, right up to VWAP. This is wow. This is honestly great price action. I'm not gonna lie. It is a bit slow, but it's still really great moves. From the shorts to the longs, you could have caught both. Wow, that was a strong long. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day here. This was a pretty quick stream. Um, but yeah, I have some things to prepare. Long day ahead. Again, if you're interested in the webinar, it's at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you're gonna be at work or something, I'm pretty sure the webinar will be recorded. So don't worry. My TP's getting edged. It'll hit. It'll hit. Imagine you get a Trump candle go straight down. Oof. No, it won't. It won't. It won't. Let me check. Let me check this Trump tracker. Damn. Okay. Wow, this Trump tracker has been hot like for a while. Ever since last week. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What time is this at? 11 a.m. Okay, no. Okay, this is interesting. At 3:15 p.m. Eastern, so basically power hour. It centers on a high-profile Pennsylvania Defense and Innovation Summit featuring the president and ongoing Iran war and US weapons stock concerns, plus closed-door policy meetings. Yeah, I'd be careful if you guys trade power hour. Some some stuff about to go down. Yeah, I'd watch out for that. Who knows what he's gonna say? But okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys had a good day. I think a lot of people had a good day. I think today was pretty easy. I think it was easier than yesterday and Monday. Even though the moves were kind of choppy on the smaller time frame, on the 5 minute time frame they look pretty good. Kind of. Yeah. Okay, good Wednesday. Honestly, I was expecting the worst. I mean, you guys heard it in the beginning. I was like, oof, I don't know about this. Well, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't be on the charts all day.